shared humanity. You see, this is important.
Ganoune Diop is a theologian and church administrator with a passion for more meaningful interfaith relations.
So there is solidarity through creation in the first place. And of course, talking about the sovereignty of this God. And then Islam talks about the mercy of God, the compassion of God. In that too, actually the Bible talks about that. God is merciful and compassionate. It's not an innovation that we find in the Quran. It was there in the Bible also. The Bible talks about God as being a God of love. So shared stories could be a first step. I mean, about God and God's action, God's mighty acts could be a first step. And also, you know, when people start realizing that common humanity calls for cooperation for the betterment of human life, of human existence, then people will start working together and realize that there are common ground and there are deeper connections as human beings, because there's only one God, creator, sovereign, you know. That is a good start in exploring shared ideas like mercy of God, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, compassion and so forth. And also, if you really think about it, ultimately, human beings face the future, death. So eschatology, both common to Islam and Adventism, Christianity at large. But you think about also another aspect that is really, fundamental. This life is not the end of it all. And both Christianity and Islam recognizes this aspect and the necessity to be faithful to God, to obey God, His commandment. All these are common grounds. The quest for righteousness, of course, defined differently. Remember, even when you compare Judaism with the words of Jesus, Jesus saying that if your righteousness does not surpass that of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall not enter the kingdom of God. So it was important, very important, and he defined what he meant by righteousness. So exploring shared even ideas or vocabulary, even though the context may not be, the content may not be necessarily the same, so that can help realize, that there's much that people can talk about.
This is Kent Kingston reporting for Avondale College.